You break out of your egg, and the first thing you do is eat the egg next to you. It was never going to hatch. Your mother laid it that way, empty, unfertilized, a first meal left behind for whichever of you came out hungriest. You don't know that. You don't know anything yet. You only know it's soft and you are empty, so you open your mouth. You are smaller than a grain of rice. You are black and wet and covered in spikes. You look nothing like the thing people love. And somewhere in this same garden, something already knows you're here. It is small and black and very patient. It will wait almost your entire life. You will never see it coming. None of that exists yet. Right now, there is only the egg and the hunger and the next one after that. Skip forward. You have shed your skin 4 times and you have found the only thing you are for, killing. The aphids cover every stem, soft, green, slow, endless, and you move through them, eating one after another after another. You will kill about 5,000 of them before you are done. This is why farmers buy your kind by the boxful and pour them into their fields like ammunition. They think you're a blessing. You're a slaughter, they can aim. You don't decide to hunt. There is an aphid, so you eat it. There is another one behind it. Find the next one. Then the ground moves, and the aphids aren't yours. Ants farm them. They stroke the aphids for the sugar they leak, and they guard them like cattle. And when you push in to feed, the ants find you. They bite. They haul at your legs. They pour over you in numbers you cannot fight, and you are dragged backward off the stem and dropped over the edge of the leaf. You didn't lose because you were weak. You lost because there were 400 of them and one of you. You right yourself in the dirt and climb back up because the hunger doesn't care that you lost. Find the next one. A jumping spider has been on this leaf longer than you have. You don't see it. You've walked past it twice. The third time, it takes you. You don't fight nothing, your size outpulls a spider, you do the only 2 things your body knows. You go limp, completely, like something already dead. And you bleed foul yellow poison out of every joint in your legs, over its fangs, into its mouth. For 1 second the spider hesitates, tasting something wrong. 1 second is enough. Its grip opens, and you drop off the leaf, through the air, into the soil below, and you lie there, upside down, not moving, poison leaking down your legs, while it watches from above and decides you are not worth it. That bitter poison, and the bright red shell everyone finds so cheerful, and the 7 neat black spots, none of it was ever decoration. It's a warning label. It says, I will make you sick. Everything pretty about you is a threat you wrote in your own blood. Some ladybugs don't get the second. Nobody finds them. Nobody notices. You got it. You right yourself and climb. Find the next one. You seal yourself to the underside of a leaf and you dissolve. What was black and spiked breaks down almost to liquid and rebuilds itself. And when you crack the case open, you are pale and soft and wrong looking. And over a few hours, the red bleeds in and the spots surface one by one until you are, finally, the creature on the greeting cards. You look brand new. You are exactly what you always were. Still hungry, still killing. Find the next one. Then the cold comes, and it wants to kill you more efficiently than any spider. You cannot survive a winter alone, so you follow a scent laid down by ladybugs you have never met into a crack in a wall, and you pack in with thousands of them a single shivering mass in the dark, and you wait out months you might not live through. Midwinter, a warm week arrives, a false spring. It wakes some of them. They crawl out into the sun, burning the last reserves they were saving, and 3 days later, the cold slams back down and takes every one of them. You feel the same warmth pulling at you, your whole body screaming to move toward it. Holding still is the hardest thing you will ever do. By morning, the ones who couldn't are frozen on the wall outside, and pressed against you the entire time is a bigger cousin arrived from the other side of the world, wearing almost your exact colors. It carries something inside it, a parasite that does nothing to it and rots you from within. You don't have to fight it, you only have to touch it. You spent the whole winter touching it. The patient thing came through the winter too. It's in the garden right now, warming its wings in the same sun you are. It can afford to wait. You have 1 summer left. It only needs an afternoon. Skip forward. You come out of the winter anyway, thinner, slower, alive, one of the few, and for the first time, nothing is chasing you. You find a mate. Everything you have ever done was for this. The eaten siblings, the poison, the ants, the spider, the winter. The parasite you somehow didn't catch all of it was the road to a warm leaf in spring, and a few seconds that finally make you what the child believes you are, lucky. You lay your eggs on the underside of a leaf. Some fertile, some not a first meal, left behind the way it was left for you. You have done the whole thing right. Here is what you are at your best. A hunter that clears a whole rose bush of 5,000 pests. Armored in a poison most predators have learned by heart. Marked in a warning the entire garden obeys. For something the size of a lentil, almost nothing on earth is built better at staying alive. None of it is going to matter, because the patient thing has finally found you. It is not a bird. It is not the cold. It doesn't want to eat you. It is a wasp, black, smaller than you are, and it lands on your back so lightly you never feel the weight. It slides a needle between the plates of your shell and is gone before you understand anything happened. A pinprick. Nothing. You keep walking, you keep eating, find the next one. But there is an egg inside you now, and it hatches. And the thing that comes out begins to feed. It is careful. It eats your fat, your reserves, the soft insides you can lose, and it leaves your legs working and your heart going, because it needs you alive. For 3 weeks, it hollows you out while you walk around in the sun, not knowing you are already something's food. Then it chews through your belly, climbs out between your legs, and spins its cocoon there, inside the cage of you. And here is where the luckiest creature on earth learns the last thing. You don't die. Something the wasp left behind locks your body over its child. Your legs will not answer you. You cannot walk, you cannot eat, you cannot leave. When a beetle or a bird drifts near the cocoon, your body twitches hard, wild, enough to drive it off. You are guarding it. You cannot stop guarding it. For a week, maybe 2. You crouch over the thing that ate you and shield it with the last working parts of your body. Then the wasp climbs out beneath you, dries its wings, and flies off to find the next ladybug. And about 1 time in 4, you are still alive when it's over. You get to keep living. In the body, it emptied. There is no name for what you are now. There is only the leaf and the sun and a hunger you no longer have the insides to fill. Skip forward. It is a warm afternoon, and a child finds one of your children walking across her fingertip. Red. Perfect. 7 black spots. She closes her eyes and wishes for good luck. Your daughter sits there shining, carrying every single thing you carried. The eggs she'll eat, the poison in her legs, the winter ahead, and the wasp already somewhere in the garden, patient, waiting for her to grow up. The child opens her eyes, lets her lift off her finger, and watches her go. And feels lucky. She will never know. None of them ever do. Maybe that's the one mercy in it, that the whole world loves you, and not one of them will ever have to learn what the colors cost. You were a killer the whole world mistook for something gentle. There's another one out there that nobody mistakes for anything. The deadliest hunter in the sky, it catches almost everything it chases, 95 times out of 100, and eats it alive in the air, still moving. It looks like summer itself, drifting over a pond. But before it ever touched the sky, it spent years buried in the dark water below it, waiting, starving, wearing a face that shoots open to grab whatever gets close. Every beautiful thing about it was built in a nightmare you never see. Go find out why it sucks to be born as a dragonfly. It's on your screen now.